Hi there. On this video, we're going to cover a few things about the finalization of once you've decided to list your home for sale. And in this, we've already decided what your market price is going to be. And I want you to take a look at this quick photo, and that's going to show you what we call the triangular effect. And on that, we've got, you'll see where 60% is the best price or for that, if that market price. If we go a little bit below that, we're going to get 15% more of the buyers out there to take a look at your house. That's probably what we want. Now don't panic, because when we look at offers, when they do come in, we're going to weed out, the nonsense. So don't get excited. It's okay. But we've made that decision. We've got your house already. It's been photographed. I've got it on the multiple listing service, commonly referred as the MLS. And first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have an open house for the neighborhood. We're gonna invite all your neighbors, because A, they wanna see what you've done, and B, they're, curiosity killed the cat sort of thing, right? So we got them coming in. We're gonna wine them and dine them a little bit, give them some appetizers, and let them see what you've done. And the best thing to do is, my job is to find out if they got anybody they want to be their new neighbor. That's fabulous. Then following that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have the realtors come in through on their caravan tours. And weekly, each area has a tour of their area. And that's our goal, is to get as many people through this house, for realtors especially, to see this house. And then the first weekend that we get your house on the market, we're going to have open house. So probably for 2 days in a row. So at that particular point in time, you need to be aware of that you need to have you, spouse, kiddos, Fido, Fluffy out of there. I don't want to see you for probably about 4 hours, if that makes sense. The house needs to be photography ready, like it was when we took the photographs, and be ready for everyone to see your home. We've already decided on a price, because we want to drive expectations and we want to drive people into your home. That's my job, is to get these people into your house and love it and want to buy it. And that's what we do for a living. That's what you're paying for. Alrighty. So we've had our open houses, and with any luck at all, we've got 4 or 5 offers, which would be awesome. If not, you're gonna have to keep your house photo ready for a matter of a week or so, as various real estate agents bring in buyers to see your home. Trash has got to be out. House has got to be picked up. Kiddos have got to be gone. Fido and Fluffy have to be maintained. If I am comfortable with Fido and Fluffy, I will take care of making sure that they are in their appropriate spots during an agent bringing in a buyer. We may only have 2 hours notice for them to come in, and that would probably be the minimum we would need, is a 2-hour notice, just so that I can get over there and make sure everything's okay. Get the lights on, get the air conditioning or heater running, and make sure everything's kind of put away. Your responsibility when you walk out the door in the morning is to make sure everything's cleaned up. I said trash is gone, toothpaste is out of the sink, kiddos' beds are made, everybody's, it's ready to go. All right. I will stay there or have an agent stay there during that open house if necessary. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on who's coming to the house. Then we've done that. We've had our open houses. Hopefully, again, we get our offers. We've got an offer that you are ready to look at, or offers. And if that's the case, then great. We're going to sit down and we're going to review them. We're going to see what we need to negotiate on. Do we counter back to one? Do we counter back to all of them? That's your decision. And with my guidance, I hope that we make that best decision for you. Because again, our objective is to get your house sold in a timely manner. So now we've got an offer accepted. They like your house. They want your house. They're ready to deal with whatever. They're going to do an inspection. Again, we talked about that in the last video. That's their right. We've already done an inspection, so we've done your due diligence. So now they're going to do an inspection. It's going to be a different inspector. It's 100% chance that it's going to be a different inspector. And he may find things that our inspector didn't think were, top of mind. And so we're going to have to, he'll have that report to the buyers, and they'll have that report probably to us within 24 to 48 hours. We'll have the opportunity to review their requests and negotiate back and forth on those. We'll have our inspection reports that, again, we will represent to them and see what the outcome is. It's not painful, guys. You can do this. Trust me. If it costs you $500 to $700 to get your home sold, in addition to what you've already done, is that well worth getting your home sold? Think about it for a minute. If you're selling $700 to $1 million to $2 million, is that significant enough to squash a deal? Probably not. Okay, so now we've got an offer and they're happy with what we've negotiated back and forth on that. They've gone to the bank. They're in the process of getting everything approved. They've gone through getting into underwriting. Now we've got the appraisal coming out. I will be there for the appraisal to make sure I'll have anything that he doesn't have. If there's a chance that that appraisal isn't coming in at the offered price, I'll make sure I have all the latest information for that appraiser that's up to date, whether it be current listings, current closings that just happened the night before, or whatever it takes to show him or her whatever it takes to make sure that we can appraise at the price, because that's what we want for them to be able to fully fund their loan. So we've got that done. Everything looks good. Might have about 10 extra days left before we close escrow. At that particular point in time, you and I can have a conversation about starting to pack a few things up. I would suggest, yes, you can, but no, don't make a mess, okay? Pack a box at a time, put it away, get it in the garage. Pack another box at a time, put it away, put it in the garage. Get ready, but don't tear your house apart. We want to make sure that the underwriters with the loan are all happy. I don't want you to put into a precarious position. Those things can happen, and I don't necessarily like them to see them to happen, but it's out there. And I don't lie to my clients, and I don't mislead them. So that's always something that can come up. So just take a deep breath. It's going to be fine. Now, within a few days before close of escrow, your clients, the buyers, are going to come in and they're going to do a final walkthrough. And the object of that final walkthrough is to make sure that everything as is when they saw the home 10, 15, 20, 30 days ago. So that's kind of one of those, there wasn't a stain on the carpet hidden under a rug. Remember I told you, we're going to clean that carpet and make sure there's nothing that they can find. There's no hole behind a headboard. Remember I told you, we're going to make sure everything is perfect and we've done our due diligence. That's the reason I'm so tough on everyone in the beginning, because we want to make sure there's nothing out there that they can find. Because we want this to go with, hi, how you doing? Well, everything's wonderful. Here's the drawer we're putting everything in when we leave. Garage door openers are going to be here. Here's the security information. Here's all the other stuff. Here's the updates on the latest appliances. Here's the home warranty information we've got for you at this particular point in time. I don't want anything to be a problem for you, because my job is to work for you. So they've done their final inspection. Everybody's happy. They've gone home. You're still there. You're starting to pack like a mad fiend, because the movers are coming in a couple of days if we haven't negotiated a day or two worth of buffer zone, which we can do. That's not a problem. It can all be written into the contract that you need a day or two of buffer to get yourself moved out. Totally appreciate that. Then we're getting you out. Now, you've made arrangements. You've put in your new mailing addresses to the United States Postal Service, correct? Correct. You've done that, because I've told you to do that earlier. Now, you're going to call all the SDGs of the world, internet carriers of the world, the telephone carriers of the world, your bug people, whoever you got. You cancel all those services. You're not going to be there, and you don't want to pay for them anymore, right? Right. Okay. So you've got that done. You've got a date. You're going, we're checking out on XYZ. My services are all cut off by the 24 hours, maybe the morning of the next. Your buyers are responsible for connecting the two together so they mesh. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are moving out on X at address 123 Main Street. We're moving in at 123 Main Street on Y. We'd just like everything to be left open. Our account takes over, you get your final bill, they get their starting bill. Everything is seamless. And that's the way it works. And before you know it, you're going to be in your new home. So everything's wonderful. If you found any of this to be helpful, subscribe, click the bell, whatever it takes, leave a comment. Again, don't make it too terrible. I'll try to do my best. But again, my object is to get your home sold, and you're happy, and you're ready to go on to the next adventure, because it's always an adventure buying a new home. And I've hoped I've helped you find that new home during the course of this, so that we are ready to just move into the new house. Or if you're moving out of state, I have found you a wonderful realtor to work with through my organization, so that you are just can't wait for that moving truck to drive up, load up your goods, and hit the road. Thank you much. Bye.